Alright, 8th graders, today you are going to work on this writing algorithms activity. This is actually an activity that we normally will do or would do with our automation unit. However, I wanted you to get started on it now. Since I'm gone, it's something that you can do with a substitute teacher in the room. But also it will get us thinking about what an algorithm is, so we have kind of this background information. When we get to that automation unit after building our mechanisms and then building our pull toys. And so if you would follow along with me as I read the introduction here. This is an assignment today that can be done either on a paper copy, just talk to your substitute teacher about getting a paper copy, or doing it right here on Schoology and online. So either one works. So if you would follow along with me as I read this introduction about algorithms. So writing algorithms. An algorithm is a procedure or formula for solving a problem. A computer program can be viewed as an elaborate algorithm. In mathematics and computer science, an algorithm usually involves a small procedure that solves a recurrent problem. Engineers must communicate their solutions to a problem. Sometimes engineers communicate verbally and sometimes with written text and/or sketches. Communication is the tool that keeps all aspects of the design process on track. When the goal of a project is not shared or is not obvious to everyone, communication falls apart and often the project is not completed within its constraints. Today you'll write instructions as to how to do common tasks using as much detail as possible. So, once again, an algorithm is just a set of directions. It's a fancy word for a set of directions. So you're going to do 3 different tasks today. The first algorithm task is to write instructions on how to build a sandwich with the following ingredients. It must include all of the following ingredients. It can include 5 to 10, or you can even add more steps to this that you think are necessary to make the sandwich. You can have more than 10 steps like I mentioned, but these are the ingredients that your sandwich must have. It needs to have bread, ham, tomatoes, Swiss cheese, and mayo. And in my opinion, this is the best sandwich ever, so that's why you're going to give directions, write an algorithm on how to make that. Now, a couple things to think of before you start writing those directions. I want you to consider that you're writing directions for someone who has never made a sandwich before. All ingredients are out ready to be used. You don't have to write directions on how to open up the packaging or get it out of the fridge, that sort of thing. The person that you're writing directions for does know the difference between the ingredients. There's a plate on the table if you need it. There's a knife out and available if necessary. You can't change or add other ingredients, so it needs to have those 5 things over here on the left. And then this person has never made a sandwich before, so you determine what those steps are going to be. So you're either going to write them if you're doing this on paper in the boxes, or you can just type in your answers in this chart. The second algorithm is you're going to do the same thing, a sandwich, that same sandwich, but you are going to do an illustrated algorithm. So you can find Google pictures, you can draw it on your own and just take a screenshot of that drawing, however you want to illustrate that, but you're going to draw pictures on how to make that sandwich. And again, think of Legos as an example. When you buy Legos and you put Legos together, they have illustrated directions. That's what I want you to do for the sandwich. And then the third task that you have is writing instructions or writing an algorithm to get from where you're sitting in the classroom to the nearest drinking fountain, which is right out in the hallway. So how detailed can you be? And again, you can add more than 10 steps if needed. So a couple assumptions again that we're going to make here as you're writing these directions. The person you're writing directions for can't see. So you can't just say go to the door, open the door, walk out. They don't know where the door is. They can't see that. Everyone walks the same as you, so if you take long strides, everybody else takes those same strides. If you walk and you have short little steps, people that you're writing directions for would take short little steps also. Chairs are all pushed into the tables, so you don't have to worry about pushing chairs in, using that as directions. Doors are open, and you can't physically help somebody get to the fountain. So you can't just say, grab somebody who can see and they'll lead you there. That's not the direction. That's not the point of this. All right? So again, you're filling in this chart with ways or the steps to get out to the drinking fountain from where you're sitting. All right? Good luck.